Hi crafters, it's Hannah here from HanCrafted Creations. Welcome to my channel today. I forgot what I was going to say then. Welcome to my channel today for this week's live class. So thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to be using the Perennial Birthday stamp set. That's it there if you haven't seen it before. Turn it. One second. Just plug it in. Or turn it down or something. Are the headphones plugged in? Yeah. Okay. That's turn it down and then try it again. Sorry about that, guys. So Mum's over on the over there, and she'll be keeping an eye on the comments. So if you have any questions or just want to say hi, and let me know where you're watching from as well. Mum will shout out any questions that you have. So just to let you know, remind you that the autumn winter catalogue here is live from Wednesday. So if you have ordered from me in the last 6 months, I will be sending one out to you ready for Wednesday. If you want a catalogue, then just leave it in the comments or send me a message, my information, like drop me an email or whatever, and I will get one in the post to you. If you are in England, Germany, France, Austria and the Netherlands, I can send one to you. If you're outside of those places, then I can direct you to where you would need to go to get one sent for your area, so it'll be in your currency and all that jazz. So that's Wednesday. I will have a video. I can show you the front, but I can't show you the inside yet until Wednesday, but there will be a video up on Wednesday of me flicking through it, so you can see everything as well. But if you want your own copy, it's better to have your own. Just let me know and I will send one to you. So I think that is all of the news type things that I had to let you know about. So we will get started. So like I said, any questions, just type it in and Mum will shout it out for me. So I'm going to switch you round now. Okay, so like I said, we're using the Perennial Birthday stamp set. It's a really good stamp set. I really like these images that we've got here and some really nice sentiments. So excuse me. We'll get started on the first card. So I've got a early espresso card base. I know it looks black on the camera, but it's early espresso. Then I've got some watercolor paper this is new watercolor paper that I've just got, so I'm going to try it out, and if it's good then I will let you know what it is. If it's rubbish, then I'll still let you know what it is, so you know not to buy it. No, it should be fine. So I'm just popping this in my stamp apparatus. You can do this without, I'm just using it today. Well, I've got an idea of what I'm going to do in my head, so we'll see if it's going to work. So I'm going to take the flower images, pretty much all of them, I think. So we've got the 3 there, so let's bring it down a little bit more. Oh, wrong way. There we go. So just get the light. Okay, so we've got the 3 flowers. Whoops. Would be good if I put the stamp the right way, wouldn't it? So you've got your 3 flowers there, and then maybe that little leaf guy there. Okay. Yeah, let's just do it. So I'm going to pick them all up, and then I'm just going to ink them all with, what am I going to use? I kind of had an idea, but I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll just go with it. So I'm going to take real red and what colour is this? Garden green marker. Okay, so I'm going to stamp it on the watercolour paper, like so. So we're going to see if this works. I have this idea, it might not work, or it might not work how I'm thinking it will, but we'll see. So I'm going to ink, and doing it again because watercolour paper has kind of got texture on it, so you need to, it's not smooth, so it'll kind of look a little bit splotchy sometimes, a little bit more, so it's just, don't really need to do it 3 times, but I'm just being a little bit extra. Okay, so I've done that. Then, whoops, I'm going to take a aqua painter and just squeeze a little bit of water out. I'm just using the back of my hand just because I don't want a lot of water to come out. And then I'm just gently going to swirl, it is working, some of the colour, but I'm not completely removing all the ink, so you can still see. I'll actually, let me zoom down a bit more. Focus, is it going to focus? There we go. So you can still see the stamped image as well, even though I have moved some of the colour. So yeah, it worked. And then I'll do that one as well. So then we've got that, and then I think I'll do these ones just like that. And then I'm going to take the marker and just brush on each leaf, like so. And then use a clean aqua painter. So I'm just squeezing the water and then just making sure it's not too damp. I'm just going to pull that colour up to colour in the leaf. So I'm very slightly moving the green up, and then there, you might be able to see it a little bit better there. So I'm just moving it a little bit, like so. And then you could always add a little bit more green if you wanted to. Okay, so then there's that. Then what I was going to do is clean off the stamps first. Let's still zoom back out a bit. There we go. Clean off the stamps with the stamp chamois. There. So you just wipe it over. So this is just damp. Oh, I need to dampen it a little bit more probably actually now. And it will just clean and make a squeaky noise. Okay. Then I'm going to take a black ink. Now this might wreck it, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to ink it up again, but in black. And I'm going to stamp off once, and do that by just popping a piece of cardstock over and stamping, and then stamp it down on top of where we've just watercoloured. And hey, I like it. It kind of still got the red, but then it's got a little bit of more of a solid background, and then you've got a bit of the paintedness as well. Yay, it worked! So you've got a 2 for 1, so you can use that on something else. So let's clean these off again, because we are going to need them. So they're all clean. Okay, take those up, and I think I'm done with the stamp apparatus for now. Right, so what else was I going to do on here? Right, so I've got that. So it's fine, but it looks a little bit bare. So I'm going to take some of the little spots and do those in, I think we'll go with Old Olive, something that's a little bit lighter. So I'm going to stamp it off first, just to see. Yeah, that's fine. So stamping off, I'm just adding a little bit of something in between. I really like this. I wasn't sure this was going to work at all. I was just like, oh, I wonder if I can do that. And I can. There, I think. Maybe a smidge there. Oh, I didn't stamp off. Oh well. That's fine. There. So we've kind of got a little thing going on there. So, where's my stamping mist? It's disappeared. Where have I put that then? Oh well. That's gone really hard, it'll still get clean. Okay. So let's close that. And pop that to the side for a second, and we can do our sentiment, which, why am I losing everything? Oh, there it is. No, it's alright, thank you, Mum. So that's for there. Right, sentiment, I'm going to use to do wishing you the best on your special day. Nope. Okay, and I'll do that in black. Memento. So remember with the memento you have to do the little twist and tap, just because it's a different material. So awesome. Okay, and I'm going to punch it out using the everyday label punch. I'm going to use that quite a bit in this class. So I'm just lining up as best as I can so it's in the middle. Okay. And then I'm just going to add a couple of splotches in real red, but I'm going to stamp it off twice because I want it quite light, just in the background. And then we can put this together. Okay. So actually now I'm going to use wet glue because this is watercolour paper. It's a little bit heavier and it's kind of textured-y. So there we go. Okay, and then our sentiment, we'll pop that up with some dimensionals. I've got many ones here, that will do. let's just pop 4 on. So how's everybody doing? Is everybody doing well? I am glad to say I am much better. I can speak normally without my throat being really sore and all that, and I feel good. So let's pop that down. Love it. The only thing it needs now is a little bit of bling, and I've put them where I can't reach. No, okay. Oh no, they're right there. Whoops! I thought I put them where I hadn't. So let's add a couple of little rhinestones just here and there. We'll go with 3. Actually, no, it needs more. We'll go with 5. Whoops. There. Awesome. So that's our first card done. Yay, and it worked. Awesome. Okay, so let's just tidy up a little bit and we'll move on to our second card. So I'm popping some of these back just so I don't lose them as I'm doing stuff, because that's kind of like me. Right, what's next? Aha! So I have got a Whisper White card base this time, and then a layer of basic grey and another layer of Whisper White, and we're going to use this over as a mask, and then we're going to stamp on here. That's my phone. Shh. So let's pop that to the side for a minute and bring this in. So we're going to stamp all over here, but I'm just going to put a little bit of sticky on the back of here and then take all of the sticky off, near enough all of it, just so it will remove afterwards. So about there. Okay. Whoops! Right, so same stamp set. Let's get some different colours going now. So I don't want real red. What should we have? How's about, we've got basic grey card base, so I want something green, so we'll go with Pear Pizzazz. We'll have some leaves and maybe Mary Merlot. I'm loving that colour. And one more. I kind of decided today I wasn't going to pick all of the colours. I was just going to see how the mood takes me as we're going. Hi, Heather. So that's what we're doing today. Okay, so I'm not using a stamparatus or anything this time, just good old stamping. So I'm going to have this flower. We'll start that in the Mary Merlot. So I want to make sure that all of the edge of this oval, that the mask is actually pretty much covered. So I'm going to go right over it, making sure it's all covered, as well as stamping the rest of the background. So twisting as you go, just so it's not all exactly the same. unless that's what the look that you're looking for, then don't twist. Okay, so we've still got some gaps there and there. We want to make sure those are covered. So then I'm going to go in with the Highland Heather and add some of this little flower to fill in some of those gaps, and all over the card. Like so. Yep. Then Pear Pizzazz for some of the leaves. Okay, so I'm just gonna fill in any spaces that I've got left, and you can overlap with the leaves, that's fine, a little bit more than you did before with the other images. And just making sure that oval is as covered as can be. I'm just going to quickly peek. How's it looking? Yep, I'm happy with that. And just to fill in the last few little gaps, I'm just going to grab the tiniest stamp in the set, which is that little one, and add some more of those with the Merry Merlot, just because I've got a couple of little gaps. So we've kind of made a very busy background, and I am loving it. Okay, and there. Now I think I'm done. Nearly. Yeah, now I'm done. Okay, so that's all filled in. Then when we remove our mask, it should pop up quite nicely. Now that you can still use, so where is that other bit off the last card, and those two, we can still use those on cards, which I will do after. But now we've got that, and that's where this little guy is going to go in the, well, you can't see that at all, so that's going to go in the middle anyway, but I'm going to stamp on that first, and let's grab, we'll have the Highland Heather, I think. Whoops, yes, and I need the sponge for Highland Heather. Could you just pass me those 4 tubs, please, Mum? I forgot. I nearly always forget something. Good job, Mum's here. You're laughing and puffing in the background. Thank you, Mum. Tar. Now, do I have one for Highland Heather? Eagles, where are we? Actually, yeah, I'm going to do it in Merry Merlot instead. Okay. So I'm just going to stamp on the sentiment piece with black. Let me just close these up, just so I don't stick my finger in. So we'll stamp in black. Oops. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit squiff, so we'll try again. That's better. Okay, and then I'm just going to ink the edges of that in Merry Merlot, just a touch, so when you put it in the little masked area it will pop. There. Okay. So when you pop it there now, it really pops up. Cool. So let's put it all together. And so this is going to go down first. Like so. Then this layer. In the middle. Oh, look what I've done. I put it on the wrong way. Oh, actually, it's fine. I'll just turn it that way up. It still works, doesn't it? Because I did it that way, but then the card's backwards.
Oh no, it don't work that way.
So, yeah, we'll just turn it that way up.
What I've done before is cut it up.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. We're still good. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, it still works. It's fine.
You tried to cognitive slow.
It is. It works. That's the way it was meant to be. I meant to do it that way up, really. It was just, you know, a little joke I was playing. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I did that. Oh well, it works. It's fine. Can't get this stupid backing off there. There we go. Okay. So we'll pop that in there. There we go. All good. I love it. I really like that card. Okay, so we will move on. Oh dear. There's always something, isn't there? But it's fine. Let's flip that over so we've got a bit of a clean surface. I'm not loving this lighting at the minute. I don't know. Okay, so next card. This one is kind of going to be a little mosaic, I think is the word. So I've got a basic black card base. Like that, and then I've got 6 little squares of Whisper White that are 1 3/4 inches by 1 3/4 inches, and I'm just going to stamp on each of them a little something and then put it all together. So we will have that one on there, some of that one on there, splotches on one, sentiment on one, that one on one, and then that one. So each square has got its own little thing going on. Okay, so
it works either way.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so let's go with some brighter colours for this one. So I'm going to have, oh yeah, we'll go with all the brights. So Poppy Parade for this one. So it's a square, so it doesn't matter which way you stamp. So this will pretty much cover the whole square. Oh, that is so bright and vibrant, I love it. I'm going to fill it all in. Like so. So that's the first one. So that was Poppy Parade. Then for this little leaf, we'll have some Pear Pizzazz. As soon as I have it, no, actually, change my mind. Granny Apple Green. It's such a nice green. Oops. So all over. Like so. That's that one. What am I doing? Then the splotches, we will have, oops, Coastal Cabana. Oh. So just covering the whole thing, kind of overlapping a little bit with the splotches. And then just stamp it off. There we go. That's that one. Then this cute little flower. Okay. That one we will go with some melon mambo. Oh my goodness, my brain just went blank then. Just filling all that in. Like so. That's that one. Then we need another green for another leaf, and we'll go with the Leader Bay, kind of green. And just fill that in. Like so. And then last but not least, the sentiment. And I'm just going to do that in black. What have I got on there? Whoops. Pressed that a little bit too hard. Where are we? Try and get it centered. Yeah, cool. Okay, so those are all of the bits done. So we just need to stick them all on. So I'll just chuck all these back in here. And then move these out the way so I've got some room. And I'm going to put tape on the back of all of them apart from the sentiment. That one I'm going to pop up with dimensionals. So just put the tape on. And then it doesn't matter which one goes where. So I'm going to do the top corner first. And I haven't pressed it down really hard yet. and then the left corner, just making sure my spacing kind of looks even. It's fine. And then bottom corner, and this one, and this one. Oh, that's not right. I'll do this one actually, just to make sure that's level. There we go. Bring that one. Okay. Once you're happy with the placement, then you can press it down. Let's just give it a good press. And then this one will pop up with some dimensionals. And I'm going to use just the edge pieces. Like so. Oh, come on. Okay. And then that should fit nicely there. So there you go. Kind of a mosaic, is that the right word, I think? There we go. Cool. Okay. Last but not least, let me just make a little room. So we're going to do a really quick little box, and just move all this pile of ink pads out of the way. Okay, so a very quick little box. So I've got a piece of cardstock already cut to size, and it is 6 inches by 10. And all you need to do, the scoring is really simple. All you need to do is score every 2 inches. So on the 6 inch side, score at 2 and 4. Then turn it to the 10 inch side and score at 2, 4, 6 and 8. So that's literally every 2 inches, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then on that side it's just 2 and 4, and that is it. That's all of the scoring done. So really super simple. Then just fold and burnish all of those lines. And that way as well. Okay, we need to cut some of this away. So where's my big scissors gone? There they are. Okay, so you need to cut away. Let me just grab, I'll grab that one. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes going that way, and 3 rows of that, and then obviously 3 going that way. So if you put it long ways, you need to get rid of that box, oh, I'm gone. You go that box, that box, that box, and that box. So I'm going from, so the right side, 1, 2 boxes, and then 1, 2 there. So we will do that now. So cut, those away. And on that side, like so. So then you've got that shape. Then we just need to cut these flaps, so you'll have 2 score lines left here and here, so just cut straight up, and then the middle one we're going to mitre that in. So if you cut, I can't see it underneath, straight up, that one and that one, so you've got 3 separate flaps now. The middle one, you just need to mitre that in, so that just means cutting off a little sliver on the sides, and then also shorten it a little bit. Doesn't have to be exact, just roughly. And then do the same on the opposite side. So cut up your score lines, like that. Then mitre or cut a little sliver off the ends, and then shorten it like so. So then we have that. Cool. Right, so to decorate it, I have got some of the, and decorating it while it's still flat just makes it a little bit easier. I've got some of the, what's it called, Nature's Poem Designer Series paper. So let me just quickly show you what these look like. So that's the one that we're going to use, and then you've got these leaves, which are just lovely, and then you've got them sort of in a purple, and then these, which are stunning, and that's the one we're using. Then that one, which is lovely, got another greeny coloured one, and then that's that side, and then on the reverse you've got some stripes in all of the colours that's throughout the paper. Then we've got a wood grain texture. That one, I don't know if you can make it out, it's kind of sort of burlap kind of texture. And we've got some vines, just a nice solid one, and last but not least that one. So that's the Nature's Poem Designer Series paper, which is lovely. So hello everyone, it looks like people are literally all over the world, which is awesome. So I've got those pieces cut to, what was it again, 1 3/4 inch squares. So 1 2 3 4 5, yeah, that's right. So what we're going to do, this is me with my ideas again, so we'll see if it's going to work. It might not. So I've got some burlap, and I want to use it as part of the closure. So what my idea was, because we're gonna, actually we'll do this bit first. Take the tag topper punch, and the bit that's, you know, longer, just pop that in, or as far as it can go, and punch. So we've got a little tag topper there. So what my idea was, when you close it up, which will go like that's going to come down like that, and my idea was to have some burlap stuck to the bottom and then put it through the little hole, and then something so maybe have a piece coming that way and then a piece coming this way. So then, okay, so if I have a piece stuck here, and then, yeah, okay, we'll see. I'm going to do it, and then if it don't work, oh well. So I'm going to stick some burlap onto, so we've got our piece this way, so not the first square where we've just punched, the second square. Stick some burlap. Should I use burlap? yeah, let's just do it. Or whatever ribbon you decide to use, going that way. And then from this edge, not the first square, the second square, you want some more of your ribbon, whatever you decide to use. So then it's going to look kind of like that. Then we need to add our paper, so let's just put some tape on all of these, and then I'll show you where they all need to get stuck. So hopefully this will work. I'm kind of second guessing whether or not I should use burlap, but oh well. And one more. Okay, so firstly you need to cover this bit of ribbon or whatever it is you use. Well, that's not cut right, is it? Nope. Let's come back to that piece. That one is though. So press that down and give it a good press, because it's got to stick over your ribbon. Then the next square to it, you're going to cover with your paper, like so. And then on this end, all three of these need to be covered. So, have I not cut enough? I need a couple of more pieces, but that's fine. I'll just cut 2 more. Where's my trimmer? So it was just 1 3/4 inches by 1 3/4 inches. So that's easy enough to do. Okay, and 1 3/4 and 1 3/4. Okay. So some tape on those, like so, and cover this one, and then you need to cover that one, and again give it a good burnish, because your ribbon or whatever you've decided to use will be underneath there, and all of the rest as well. Okie dokie. So now we need to close up the box. So we need to go, let me think, we need to go in, and this, no, then these, then these. Right, so we need to put sticky on all of these. So I've turned it 90 degrees. So the bottom strip where there's 3 going along, you need to put the adhesive on the 2 end ones. So let's put all over like so. And then you can also put some on these flaps on the inside. So carefully fold it up, the little flaps that you've made, and then put your sticky on those. Okay, so then bring up the side ones and line up this edge with the bottom edge there as best you can. Same on the other side, like so, and then bring up these flaps and then line it all up. Like so. That looks pretty alright, I think. So then, what my idea was thread this through here. Whoops. Gently. And that will close it down. Like so. Then we can tie a bow. Yay! It worked! So gently tie a bow. And I went with burlap because it kind of goes with the paper, but it is a little bit thick. So perhaps ribbon or something would be easier. But it works, so I don't mind. So let's just trim those ends a little bit. And there we go. So you've got a little gift box that will stay closed until you open the ribbon or burlap or whatever it is you use. And I'm not going to do it now because I won't be able to get it back. Okay, so that is all our 4 projects for today. So that was our first card. That was our first one. Then we did our little masking technique. Then our little mosaic. And then our cute little 2x2 gift box. So it's really easy to remember. You just score every 2 inches. So I will have some pictures on Instagram so you can have a look closer, and I'll try, I ain't gonna promise because I will probably forget, to do like a little blog post about that box. So there you go, that's our projects done for today. I hope that you have enjoyed watching. So yeah, thank you so much for watching today, guys. It's been lovely to see everybody chatting, and people from, just looking at my screen over there, people from all over the world is just awesome. So thank you everybody for joining me, and there is a colour challenge video up, well, will be up on Wednesday using the Perennial Birthday stamp set. So we've got another project with that stamp set, and then on Friday over on Facebook there is another project. So lots of ideas with just the one stamp set. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards this week that you'll be able to see using just one stamp set. And I do have more ideas even, so I might put those up on my Instagram, so keep watching. Yeah, it is good for wedding favours and stuff like that, so, or any little sweet treats. You might be able to fit a Ferrero Rocher or 2 in there. And you could even make, no you couldn't, yeah, ignore me. It has to be 2 inches because of the punch, because their punch is 2 inches, so yes. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you all next week. Bye.